in the ADC position, Jackal, the challenger ADC, on his world-renowned Kog'Maw, and Ollie Shouts, the commentator turned player, sitting on his third game of Drone.
I think really want to see some action in the mid lane today. Hello?
No, it is a standard setup on the side of Kill, but Warwick are all stacked and ready, and they will finally on. Couple slaps go in, the hook comes out from Nautilus and forces the flash out of them. And I'm telling you now, we will come back to this very moment and say, damn, that flash being burnt was important. But Kill, the correct response, push him on the bottom side to get vision. Perhaps a bit early, might not see anything, but they get vision on the red side of Kill. Really, that's going to hurt Bemba. Not having flash is going to make him a target. Now they'll see actually Great Ward spotting Volibear on his red buff. And if Warwick aren't careful, they might actually get their blue buff stolen. Ping's coming down to assist him in blue buff. Will he be spotted out by the Malphite? Actually, will. Malphite just going to walk away, nothing he can do. And it's going to be a really late leash. And they aren't really doing anything, which is going to be really bad for Sejuani. He's going to have a really late no leash at all. And Volibear is going to be able to claim that blue buff. They've wasted a lot of time there for not much at all. Now, we'll look to the bot lane. Actually, Tim taking a lot of damage, gets stunned up as soon as he comes down to lane, gets taken down to 25% HP. That's actually a really good trade. Well played. Tim, perhaps a bit too confident in his tankiness, and gets punished well by Ollie and Jackal. And now we see the Scuttlecrab claimed by Percival B, despite the fact that they had perfect vision of him the entire time. And Sejuani is on a bit of a later clear. It's not as synced, and the blue was spotted out by Arisi with a great ward onto Crimson Long in this jungle. And they'll see him go onto that wall, and they'll have perfect tracking of him as he walks by. Meanwhile, not a single ward down for Kiel, so they have no idea, apart from their assumptions, where this Volibear is going to be. Now,
apologies, I am back. I had the same issue again. Fix it this time. Much quicker.
Welcome back. Seeing a very good game of chess being played, I think. This is thinking man's game now. A lot of damage coming out in the mid lane though. Rishi taking down no, but he will heal his Vladimir. Doesn't really hurt him. That's the one thing any mid laner will tell you about playing against. It's annoying because it feels like any damage they'll just sustain it back up. So you have to go in for that kill when you want it.
You do. Yeah. Maybe they will look at something that pulls on cooldown. I'd want to see Crimson have headed over much sooner. He's going to choose farm. He's got the Volibear there on support, so nothing's going to happen. I think we do expect a much closer game this time.
Yeah, closer than the first game we saw with Warwick. But Crimson Longinus, after his what I call tired time in the jungle, to getting spotted and not doing a camp for a long time, manages to claim the Scuttlecrab and will go into the jungle to get some deeper vision. If we take a look at the top lane, nothing too interesting going on. Most interesting thing on the map going on right now is this Raptor still going on by Crimson Longinus, which is really well played. Trying to take away as much as you can. There's actually a level up.
Yeah, I'm really punishing this Vladimir. He's so close. That potion did a lot of work there. He had the poorly, and he was still safe, but this one is taking. He's not. Oh, he's gonna.
He won't be able to do
save him. He flashed under the tower.
Flashes forward.
Oh, he's made a huge mistake.
And then he's gonna throw away first blood.
And that's a huge, costly mistake by Yams.
Getting a bit too eager for the kill there. Or Crimson Longinus won't be able to return the kill. The flash for flash. And then Yams definitely saw the lights flashing, and he was like, yeah, I can get this kill. Did not account for the big kill that Richard would get as Vladimir. and gets punished for it. Really, really sad to see. And he's going to be kicking himself for that one.
He got the ignite, the electrocute damage, just damage he didn't count for, and at the end of the day, he couldn't finish it off.
Yep. And that really, really hurts. He'll be back in lane. He'll have no flash, only a teleport, which makes him prime picking. Poor Personal Wii. Teleport comes down in the bot lane as they're ganked. Before he knows misses.
Pull back on that arm, that's really well played.
And does damage. Fourth shot landing onto the Nautilus as well. And that's a great teleport actually from Yams.
He will lose a lot mid lane if I can look to push it. Look, Vlad's wave wave isn't that great early, so he gets there just in time for this big wave built up.
Massive wave in the mid lane. Well played from Kill to claim back a kill. They're actually up in gold, probably on account of the CS disparity somewhere. But in the jungle, oh, Nautilus hook lands on the tanks the tower shot, but he's fine. Looking nothing worse for wear.
We see Kill do the exact same thing again, just push them on the tower and slowly chip away at this tower. Get the lethal tempo procs and just get the autos down onto the tower.
And now Irisu looking to dominate mid lane. He's got that level 6. And he'll be looking to push that advantage as long as he can. Top lane is a wet noodle fight, so we won't be seeing much happening there unless any jungler chooses to come. And the scuttle cap control will be gained by the Kill Krakens. And they also look like they're trying to take Drake as well. They do manage to get that, that'll be a big win. Meanwhile, Personal P is on the top side of the jungle just scouting for things to take. And this Ocean Drake will actually go to Kill, which I think is a fantastic pickup.
It would be so nice for them, especially this early in the game. It will leave the Ornn free to spam his spells a bit more, just keep the push going. Wave clear a lot more effectively. Swain really likes this Ocean Drake, especially versus the Vladimir. He can sort of match the sustain a bit more.
And hopefully that means we'll see a bit more aggressive play from Kill, knowing that they can heal up with that Ocean Drake. They will lose quite a bit of farm in the bot lane. Actually, no.
Volley Bear in the top lane. Bembo blows his flash. He pops out. He's going to look for this Volley Bear.
Is he going to go for the kill?
5.
A bit greedy.
I think. He's looking for the outplay, but he's got the dashes out there. I think if Volley Bear didn't have that passive up, he definitely would have done there. I think Bembo, that was what he was hoping for.
Yeah, but nonetheless, a flash going down for Bembo. He will be holding on to that, and like I said, unless any jungler comes to top, what's happening? Chance. Meanwhile, in the mid lane,
I would expect the Ornn to win the trade stop with the max health damage and the burn is just a bit more than the Malphite can dish out to him, but.
Look at the warding down in the bot side. Great wards placed by the Kill Krakens to keep their bot side safe, and it's really where they want to play towards now. Definitely the lane that's looking like it's the strongest right now. And that's, as such, we see Crimson Longinus come down through the lane. He's going to be able to walk into that undetected after this minion dies, and we could be looking at lane gag, but Personal B is close by, so he'll be able to respond if anything goes down. And there, Ollie Shouts walks into the bush, starts hitting at this. And there, Crimson Longinus is there. Will show. Perhaps could have waited a bit longer.
Nothing really happens there. They just sort of back out and everyone does their own thing. Still trading top lane.
Oh. Top lane slapping noodles at each other. Not particularly interesting.
Grass proc after grass proc. That's all it is.
Look at mid lane. And this is a masterclass in how to control a lane that you're winning. It's just holding that wave there, making it very difficult for GMs to make any sort of push. Meanwhile, Personal B getting slapped up by Crimson Longinus, taken down pretty low. Seeker misses from Kaisar. But his team will come in reinforcement and stop him from dying.
So we do see Vlad working towards what is probably the proto belt, really looking to get into these team fights and get onto the cog more. No big surprises really itemization wise.
Full inventory on the side of Braum. Has a lot of consumables. A lot of biscuits which he can use to keep himself sustained in lane. Great mastery to take.
On top of the Ocean Drake, so he's not going to be forced out of lane anytime soon.
We do see Crimson sneak in, and the Braum ulti comes out. They're trying to lock down this lane. He's taking much damage. He's locked down. Tim goes down in the bot lane, and now they're looking in such a commanding position to try and take this first tower down in the bot lane. If this Kaiser stays, she might be done. And
we've also got Bembo with TP advantage over T for Turkey, so we are probably looking at the bot lane here. They won't quite get it here with these minions unless they decide to tank it, or if Bembo TPs onto the minion, which I'd kind of like to see here.
No, they think they can get it on the next push.
I think I would have liked to see Bembo TP there, just to secure it, and even cancel and stay in his lane, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not necessary, they have got it here.
Yeah, I'm giving solo go to the ADC as well. Well played.
I expect to see that Kog'Maw come back with his Rage Blade now. We know that's really where Keel starts to come online. That one item power spike on Kog'Maw.
I agree.
Again, there it is.
This is where the game's going to start getting scary for Warwick. Jackal is going to look to move towards a different lane, and if he shows himself to this Malphite, it might just be the end of his life. And there I see the comp on the kill side definitely showing. If they have these little skirmishes with the Braum and the Sejuani who synergize really well, they'll be able to lock down any target.
If they're in a team fight, then they've got the Swain to pull them back as well. If all the stuns coming out, so much damage coming from that Vladimir empowered Q and DMs. That's the Orn ulti. Just got to use it to clear the wave. Save the tower. Flashing forward.
The ulti is actually going to kill him.
Down here.
But kill might be returned on the top lane. Ultimate used.
Like Jackal flashing forward. He won't quite get the kill. But we've got the Sejuani coming topside now, so maybe they'll look to do the same to the tower.
Maybe look to get Rift Heralds. And that's what they're actually going to do, walking up to the Rift Herald. I'll take that.
They'll get this freely, I think. There's no one close enough to contest. Vladimir has no ult or flash. He can't even attempt to do 3v1 outplay here.
But what is scary is this Vladimir is really picking up. He's really starting to get those items that he needs to do damage.
Well,
he connects on Sejuani.
He just destroyed Yams. That flash forward knew exactly what he was doing. Knew he'd get the kill.
Sort of gave him this lane with that early flash onto under the turret. But Oli is a bit overextended, doesn't know what he's walking into, but luckily walks back.
We've seen this lane swap all three of Keel's games now, and it's worked for them so far, so...
2 levels up for Isua's on Yams.
It's rough. It's another move, but he takes that damage, but Vladimir's just going to heal it back up in no time.
I think Keel notices and they're making a rotation toward... Remember, Vlad still has pull, he has a way to get out. Nevermove doesn't connect and hold on to it. Will they be able to stun him? He's used the pull now. The ulti connects and they shut down the Sejuani. Sejuani runs into the volley guy. Not long for this one. The ulti flashed over by Kaiser will be what a play to get the return kill. That's really unfortunate from Keel. Keel made the proactive play to say, hey, our boy Yams is getting held down. But Percival will be just in the right place at the right time. And there goes in on the Swain. Nevermove connects. Doesn't manage to land the thing that steals the soul. I don't know what it's called. Ultimate popped actually by Yams. He goes underneath the tower. Nevermove doesn't connect. The Q does. The ultimate pops damage, and he's actually on the Dicey tower. Goes 1 for 1 and also loses his flash.
We almost saw a repeat of the first kill there.
Yeah.
He needs to be careful. He's been so aggressive. And then these champions have got so much sustain.
Yams not calculating for the healing that is being done by this team. And in fact, I would want someone on that team to build some sort of grievous wounds for this. It's gonna get tough. Vladimir healing, Volibear healing is gonna get really tough to play around.
We see Jackal this time opting for the null magic mantle, which is probably going to go into the Wit's End. He'll really need that to Vlad. All their damage is magical. Kaiser's mostly magical. They've got the Vlad, the Malphite.
The Vlad. Currently behind Jackal right now. Jackal's running back, gets slashed on, locked down by this Nautilus. So much damage going down to him. Braum comes in with the big shield. They managed to get Kaiser.
Ollie's there every time.
Down and manages to take down the Nautilus as well. Will they be able to stun up this Vladimir? Yes, they stun him, but he's in it. His ultimate well played, trying to get out. Will they be able to stun him? Yes, stun goes down, and they managed to take down Vladimir as well.
Ollie is really showing up.
What a counter play by Keel there to stop what looked like certain death there for Jackal. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Yams.
No walk out there. He's got the Sejuani to back him up. He should be fine here.
Oh, he should be great. Will they be able to stun the volley bear? Yes, they will.
He's not got passive. The bite comes through.
Kill goes through to Crimson Anonymous. And Kill is snowballing a game that I think they actually like to, and they're playing so well. They are playing so bloody well.
It's like you were saying earlier, they look out of it, then out of nowhere they're just coming in. I know it wasn't that far into the game, but you thought that Vladimir is just going to take over the game. And those, I don't know, there's Cogmos 4-0. Everyone to the right place at the right time.
In that fight, so many big plays, so many step-up moments from Kill players. Jackal and Ollie with an amazing unbreakable to save Jackal's bacon. And Jackal managing to get the kill on Kaiser, which means they have less damage. The stuns coming out onto the Vladimir. And while I said in Champ Select they're going to find it really difficult to peel for this Kog'Maw, they're doing it so well. Such an organized unit, and they're playing really well together. Ocean Drake is up and will be the next priority for both these teams. Keel are up 5k and 2 towers. Will look to keep this lead that they've grown for themselves. They're playing really, really well.
Crimson taking that blue buff away for himself, which I'm quite surprised at, but Yams isn't having the best game he had today, so...
Malphite caught out, and he is going to go down.
That Braum Sejuani synergy you're talking about is just disgusting.
Yeah, so much lockdown, and they'll claim this Ocean Drake. They'll be traded for a top tower. I'm not sure if they mind, honestly.
But they'll take a second Ocean Drake.
Yeah. I'll take that second Ocean Drake, but someone needs to probably go back to go and defend that second tower. 4 people around that top side of the map. Oh, but Keel looking at the bot side, and if they want to race, they can race.
Yes.
Nope.
Well, there's no one to race at this point. It's just... Oh, Warwick have just recalled. They're running to that. I think they will get it. The attack speed on this Cogmore now is on 2 items in Berserkers. It's just so much.
And look at the warding in the bottom quadrant of the map for Keel. If anyone walks around there, they'll know. And now they're now looking at mid lane. This Vladimir is going to have nowhere to go. Doesn't pull, gets knocked up. He's going down. Doesn't matter how much you pull. You know he gets out. He's amazing. Many. Multi comes down, connects. Jackal takes down the Malphite. This is a chaotic fight. So much going on. And the priority targets going down for Keel. But they will manage to claim 4 lives. And the 5th life, it's an ace from Keel, will they? Like, they played that fight so well, both sides. The re-engage from the Malphite was big, but Keel, look at Yams. Full HP, just dishing out damage.
Such a chaotic fight, but Yams may not have had the best early game. He really shows up in this fight. Jackal gets taken out after taking down the Malphite. Yams steps up like we had he needed to. Steps up, deals the damage, comes out full health as the ult healing. And he just obliterates the team.
It's such a great, even though a couple people died on the side of Kill, it's such a great play, right? They have so many walls on the bot side, they know where most of the people on Warwick are, so they just go and fight the Vlad. And they put so, like, flash down for the Vlad, ignite down for the Vlad. So many sums, I say so many sums, literally 3, gone in that fight. Jackal's still with no flash now, so he's gonna have to be very extra careful to make sure he doesn't get attacked. Well, never move connects on the Nautilus. Puts out damage, but they're not going to commit to that fight. Nautilus manages to disengage himself. They didn't want that fight there. Jackal was on the top side or on the bot side have been a very risky fight to take, but these wards are coming in clutch now.
I really like
vision mentality.
Swain working towards this Morellonomicon. I think the healing reduction that's coming with that will be so invaluable.
Never move connects onto the Kaiser.
Kaiser disappears.
Getting to the leader, and now they're going to look to the Baron. They are walking up towards it. They're going to try and either de-ward it or bait. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, a lot of wet noodles being slapped around.
Being caught out, but he makes it out. Stand behind me, coming in so valuable there.
Now, Sejuani is definitely trying to land the stun on the Vladimir. It lands.
Not this bad down.
And Yam's coming in big again. So much damage coming up from Jackal as he takes down Erisu, and they're going to look to this Baron. 100%.
Proving once again this Cogmore needs banning or he will just do the work.
You don't ban Cogmore against Jackal? What did you expect? What did you expect? He's going absolutely ballistic.
We were saying earlier how Warwick's damage profile is mainly magical, and if you look at Kiel, they have 3 tanks. They're just stacking this magic resist. This big front line for Jackal to stand behind. Yes, the Malphite can go in and get on top of him, but after that, not much is coming through. They're just protecting him.
Kaiser, essentially a non-factor in some of these fights, not doing that much damage. At the start of that fight, got absolutely popped. And that led to the rest of the fight being really messy. Really extended team fight. Kiel are up 8k gold, up 11 kills, and have 2 Ocean Drakes in them with 3 towers. And they currently have Baron. They're going to look to push their advantage as hard as they can.
Jackal now has the Banshee's Veil completed. So if they really want to go with that Malphite, someone's going to have to hit him first. And they're going to struggle with this Brahma in front of him. They've got the Ornn, the Sejuani to block everything. They're really going to struggle to get onto him.
While the individual lanes of Warwick seem to be doing better, Kiel just looking like a better team. And now they're making their way towards top lane. They know no one's there. They'll be pushing in those minions. Sejuani staying around there, keeping those minions barrened up, making it difficult here. And then moving away. Now Kiel have the inside track to the top lane tower. And we might be seeing another fight here anytime soon.
We see Volibear go for this Dead Man's Plate. And okay, he gets the movement speed for it, but where's the physical damage on Kiel? Where's the armor coming in useful?
It's something you have to buy both types of ult. Then move connects. The stun lands onto Nautilus, taken down low. Kaiser stunned up, taken down very easy. Ult manages to seal the Nautilus. Volibear taken down as well. Vladimir in the backline taken out. And this is going to be a clean ace from Kiel. And a quadra kill from Yams.
GG, well rolled.
Very good game. I'm not going to say I didn't expect it. I'm not going to say I doubted Kiel.
But at the start, we both predicted this wrong. We thought, this draft-wise, Warwick was so much stronger, but at the end of the day, Jackal gets his Cogmore, and that's enough to do it from what we see.
Hey, if you're letting Jackal have Cogmore, you're not doing pick down correctly. This guy's Cogmore is insane. And Ollie, like to me, I've slated Ollie a lot, right? For the meme, and also because he's trash, right? He played very well today. In that last game, he played very well. Managed to keep Jackal safe against all odds. It's just and that also means I have to go on Twitter and change some stuff, right? Kiel managing to avenge their team that lost earlier on in the day. But well played from Kiel. Definitely looking very strong. And perhaps favourites to take this NUEL Summer Split.
Well, they've already beaten one of their main competition. I mean, if they play like that all the time, people have got to start banning them out.
Yeah, honestly, I expect target bans.
If people earn this Cogmore and Swain, 3 for 3, they've been picked them in every game, and every time they've done work. Most damage in the game, both of them.
It's insane. Very well played. Very well played on the side of Kiel. They really looked very strong today, and I can't help but, dream for them. They are perhaps one of the favorites. Going 3-0 in the first week is always good, really. It sets you up in good stead for the rest of the split. And they've done really well. If I had to pick a man of the day who showed up the most,
I'd say Ollie.
I
Apart from that one mistake in the first game, he's been consistent. He's always been there when Jacko needs him. He's we said the lowest rated player on the team, but it wouldn't look that way. He's been there every time, consistently protecting the Cogmore.
Ollie definitely doing a good job, surprising his critics. He's definitely done well. There's not a lot that you could fault him for, and I'm really proud of him. One of our fellow commentators who has left the desk to go and play, and it's just beautiful play by him. Beautiful play by the entire team. They all played extremely well. Jacko, obviously, we expect it from. Yams going big. There were so many times where I was looking at Yams. There's no way he's going to do it. There's no way he can do this, and he just does it. Played absolutely fantastic.
The first game was disgusting. I mean, okay, this game was a bit more shaky, bit less questionable decisions, but at the end of the day, he showed up in the team fights. That's what Swain's all about. That's what he needs to do.
And let's not forget the unsung heroes, Crimson and Bembo. These guys are what's the right word for them? They're like
just backbones of the team, just consistently there.
Consistently strong players who do what they need to do, right? None of that flashy shit. None of that flashy stuff, right? Not going for the crazy plays. Apart from that Aatrox. That Aatrox was insane. Right? None of that flashy stuff. They play for their team and they play really well. Good TPs coming in from Bembo to help his team out, and Crimson just being there to assist his team as always.
I mean, you can't really fault Kiel today. They've played every game just really well. Third game, I was surprised at how they made it look not much different to either the first two games. We were really expected that one to be much closer and much tougher, but they just come out on top at the end of the day.
Really did snowball. What looked like, I thought it was a pretty dunzo game after Yams tower dove and gave away first blood. I was like, okay, this is over. It's going to snowball. But they really did pull it back really well.
Yeah, and I think we'll leave it there. I think we'll be back at the same time next week. Me and potentially Dunk, potentially someone else. We're not too sure yet, but we'll be definitely back with more casting of Kiel's exciting journey. Is it coming home?
You have to start believing it is.
Yeah, at this early stage.
Early days, though. Well, I hope you had a wonderful day with us. It was fun to cast with you and for you. And we will see you next week. Have a wonderful evening, folks, and goodbye.
Goodbye.